Good morning, Your Excellency. Shall we have
actively engaged in internal security operations, particularly the onslaught on insurgency in the northeast and other parts of the country, requiring the restoration of law and order. In the face of bodily and emotional injuries to themselves and logistic challenges, men and women of the armed forces of Nigeria remain committed to the daunting task of preserving security in Nigeria. It therefore behoves on us as a people to honor the memory of the valiant officers, men and women, who paid the supreme sacrifice for the unity of this country. We need to keep the memories of those we lost in the line of duty and provide good care for those who survived with varying degrees of incapacitation. The choice of 15th January as the Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration is symbolic because it marked the end of the Nigerian civil war. The occasion gives cause for reflection and reminds us of the sacrifice made by our armed forces in preserving the unity of the country and highlights the need for us to guard this unity jealously. I hereby implore all citizens to refrain from detrimental actions and statements that threaten national unity and integration, but rather engage in positive actions that unite the country. The strength of our country lies in our diversity and endowment we must do all within our means to preserve. Due to the methodological approach and the increasing military campaign to decimate and destroy subversive elements involved in destructive activities such as insurgency in the northeast, militancy in the Niger Delta, ethnic and religious tensions, and indeed other problems bedeviling the country, normalcy is gradually returning to some affected parts of the country. I would like to reiterate my earlier resolve to hand over a Nigeria at the end of my tenure that is free from insecurity to the next generation of leaders, and with the gallantry and sacrifices exhibited by men and women of our armed forces in the campaign against insurgency and other security operations. I am confident the nation will be returned to normalcy as we will continue to battle decisively all the security challenges. The efforts of officers and men of the armed forces in tackling vices alien to our culture is commendable, as the spate of banditry, kidnappings, molestations, and killing of innocent citizens is being confronted head-on and is on the decline. I wish to assure Nigerians that this government will continue to reposition and strengthen all Nigerian security agencies to enable them to surmount the security challenges in order to provide a conducive environment free from threats and criminality to enable business thrive in the country. Citizens and foreigners are guaranteed freedom and returns on their investments. I therefore call on business enterprises to appreciate the sacrifice offered by our gallant troops by extending support to our service personnel. This could come in form of discounts and rebates offered to them upon purchases and services rendered. I implore the management of hotels, schools, and airlines to key in to this patriotic act, which is the norm in countries around the world. I also call on more business outfits to take a cue from it, as this would act as a morale booster to members of the armed forces and assist in supporting the military in carrying out its statutory responsibilities. The federal government is committed to the welfare of our veterans by ensuring prompt payment of their pensions and other entitlements. To this end, I approve the payment of Security Debarment Allowance to veterans with effect from 2017. However, in order to capture all veterans hitherto excluded from the payment of the Security Debarment Allowance, I have approved a review of the effective date of the MAFA 2017 accordingly. I have also approved the sum of 134,749,953,243 naira 69 kobo only for that purpose. I am pleased to note that the Defense Health Maintenance Limited is living up to expectation in providing healthcare services to our veterans. Equally important is the expansion of the reach to our services through establishment of zonal and state offices and regular sensitization of veterans on the scope of their products and services. As a government, we will continue to prioritize the provision of quality health care services to our esteemed veterans and citizens at large. It is worthy to note that the Nigerian Legion, under the coordination and supervision of the Ministry of Defense, has continued to be a rallying point for veterans and has done its bit in catering for the welfare of their ailing members. I enjoin the leadership of the Nigerian Legion to continue in this spirit. As the Grand Patron of the Nigerian Legion, I wish to pledge my continued support and that of the federal government to the organization. My heartfelt appreciation goes to the state governors who are patrons in their respective states for the support they are giving to the Nigerian Legion. I encourage government agencies at federal and state levels to continue to patronize the services of the Nigerian Legion Corps of commissioners in provision of security and other administrative services. The potentials of our ex-servicemen are enormous and can indeed be tapped for national development. It is in this light that I enjoin the Defense and Services Headquarters to continue to interface with the veterans in matters of security, intelligence, and strategy. The emblem that I will launch today remains a symbol of remembrance and a beacon of hope for a peaceful future, with the unspoken message to our fallen heroes that their sacrifice was noble for the greater good of our fatherland. It is also our humble way of appreciating the veterans and the families of their fallen colleagues. Therefore, I wish to call on all Nigerians and non-Nigerians residing in the country, irrespective of their political affiliation or religious beliefs, to adorn the emblem with pride and identify with those who laid down their lives for the peace and security of our dear nation. I also encourage all to donate generously in support of our veterans and defendants of fallen heroes. On this note, my esteemed veterans, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to launch the 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day Celebration Emblem and Appeal Fund. Thank you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Excellency, sir, I have your permission to decorate you with the Armed Forces Remembrance Day 2023 emblem, sir.
Thank you very much. You are next.
Some key personalities here who, in one sentence, will just announce what they are doing for the Nigerian Legion. Before we go into that, they have